This car is a 5 litre, it's a V8, it's rear wheel drive. It's a car you've probably never heard of. This is the Lexus GSF, and in today's video we're going to be finding out what this car's all about. My name's Will and you're watching ALX Specialist Cars. So what is the Lexus GSF? Well, the GSF is just one of Lexus's designated performance F models. It's a car that delivers sports car performance, but in a luxury four-door saloon car package. It's got things like 19-inch alloy wheels. It's quite an understated thing, I would say, but then it's got touches of carbon fibre which just hint to what a special car it is. This one's fitted with a sunroof. It's got some very stylish daytime running lights, and it goes without saying that it's definitely a very good looking car. But how much power does the car actually make? Well, from the 5 litre V8 naturally aspirated engine, it produces 470 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of just 4.5 seconds. So pretty impressive figures for such a spacious saloon. But how luxurious is the interior? Well, it's heated and cooled seats in the front, and the seats themselves are electronically adjustable. They're also fully leather. They've then got cutouts in the headrests, which I think look absolutely incredible. Gives almost a rally sort of style feel to the seats, and certainly makes it more of an unsuspecting car from the inside. The dashboard is then Alcantara. There's touches of leather to the steering wheel. Carbon fibre trims stretch across the entirety of the car, and the Alcantara continues from the dashboard to the centre console to the armrest, and you get a fancy blue stitch throughout the cabin. The car then also gets a Mark Levinson surround sound system, which is a very good speaker system. It also gets a reverse camera, front and rear park assist. This one's got a sunroof, which is again another option for the car, heads-up display, and a very interesting screen selector. It does take a bit of getting used to, but once you've done it a time or two, it's actually quite easy to use. Storage in the Lexus is then, well, it's absolutely plentiful. It is of course quite a good sized car. You get plenty of storage in the storage bins there. You get the Alcantara armrest, which actually slides backwards. It then lifts up as well. You can move this little tray out of here, which provides even more space underneath. You've got a USB, you've got an aux, and you've got a 12-volt socket in there as well. Putting that back inside, you've got your carbon fibre trim here. This actually opens up, push that down, and it reveals 2 cup holders. Glove box, again, big size glove box for the car with plenty of storage space. Now the centre console holds 2 very important buttons. One of them is actually hidden behind the armrest here, so if I slide this back slightly, you'll see you've got that to turn off your parking sensors. Not very exciting, but then you've got that one. Now that one controls the electronic rear window blind, which this car is equipped with. And the other button is this, Sport and Sport Plus mode, as well as Eco, slightly more boring, but that is a very important button because it makes the car sound like this. Sport puts the engine, transmission and other drive elements into maximum attack mode. Sport Plus takes that to another level with all that I mentioned, but then more feedback through the steering wheel as well. You can then use the paddles on the back of the steering wheel to really make the most of the power that this car comes with. And of course, with 470 brake horsepower all to the rear wheels, it makes an interesting drive at that. So the front seats, I would say, makes for a pretty exciting place to be. But how do the rear seats compare? Well, they look like they've never been sat on for one. The centre seat actually folds down to make an armrest. More storage in here, lifted up like that. You've then got a cup holder, or twin cup holder should I say, which fancily pop out of this bit here, like that. And you've got plenty of legroom. You've got your own 12-volt socket down there, your own air vents. Touches of carbon fibre continue into the rear seats, as does the blue stitch. And as well as the electronic rear window blind, if you do want maximum privacy, you've also got your own window blinds just on the side windows. You can clip that one in, and then you've also got one more blind on the rear window just there. So I would rather be a driver of this car, of course, but if I were a passenger, I'd be pretty happy too. So a car that balances performance and practicality very well. But what does the boot space on a GSF actually look like? Boot space, as you can see, well, it's plentiful. There's a massive amount of space in there, more than enough storage. Suitcases would definitely fit in there. And then closing the boot up is just simply the push of a button. But guys, that is the Lexus GSF, an incredibly well looked after car, but also an extremely rare one. There's actually only about 5 others for sale at the time of recording, and ours is of course the best. If you would like any more information on this car, or any of the others you see for that matter, then give us a call and we'll be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.